I've seen the future, and trust me, if you're not ready for what's ahead, I suggest you turn around, because there's no turning back from this. And I do predict, I may be wrong, and I'll be okay if I am. I do predict that next episode, Trunks will go Super Saiyan. I think that they held that off on this episode because they just wanted to save it. I freaking called it. We'll get to the review in a minute, but I just wanted to throw that out there. I freaking called it. Trunks went Super Saiyan in this episode. I said he would on my last review, and he did. Didn't see anybody else say that, so I'm pretty proud about that little thing. So, let's begin with the review. Episode 48. Let's go. So we start with the most epic radish picking scene ever, according to the music that plays in the background. I know it's the new theme music for, talking about things, but I'm just saying, like, that radish picking looks so intense with that music there. But we're going to go into the fight where Trunks fights Goku Black, or Black as he's being called at this moment in time. And in this moment, a lot of things happen that I'm going to mention here. But Goku Black drops the hottest mixtape on Trunks like it ain't nobody's business. He is on fire. I gotta tell you, the fight was awesome. I loved it. I have rewatched that fight a bunch, actually. It's not a big fight, and it's not a long fight, but it shows so much, and I think it should be addressed. First of all, Trunks goes Super Saiyan. He is not sitting. He is on his knees holding Mai's dead body. Yes, dead body. She's dead, people. She is dead. This episode confirms it. I already said last time, she's not breathing. She's not alive. She's dead. Anyway, back to business. And he says that Trunks will be joining her soon. And that's when Trunks just loses it. He loses it. He goes Super Saiyan on the spot. He's like, I'm Super Saiyan. And then Goku says something very interesting, saying that death is what foolish humans deserve. Constantly berating Trunks about being a Saiyan, which is funny because everybody's wondering, who is this guy? Why does he hate Saiyans? Why does he hate humans? But this fight is awesome. Trunks gets one good hit in. The rest is just all Goku Black. Goku Black is blocking his kicks, and it's not even phasing him. You can tell he's not even worried about this guy right now because he's laughing. When Trunks goes in and goes to hit him, he's smiling, and then he starts laughing as he's blocking Trunks' hits. Like, he's not even phased by this boy. And people are talking about Goku Black looks weak, but I don't get it because Goku Black is clearly not trying hard enough. He is just... Trunks can hold his own, I'll give that to him, but not very much. Goku Black is just wrecking his face the entire fight. He kicks him into a building, shoots ki blasts at him, all G-like, and then Trunks is just on his fucking near his death, or it looks that way. It looks like Goku Black did some damage with those blasts. Goku Black creates this gigantic ball of ki that has a black sphere in it, which looks amazing, by the way. And he shoots it at Trunks, but Trunks notices his sword next to the ground. He grabs it and he boomerangs that mother right back at Goku Black, and he hits the ball. It smacks him. Well, it kind of distracts Goku Black, and it makes the ball kind of blow up on himself. And Trunks is boomerang that thing. It was just he throws it and it comes back to him. So that's how he gets his sword back. I thought that was awesome. This whole fight was really good, though short. And the way that he gets away is the best part because he uses a Masenko and shoots Goku Black. Gohan of the future would be so proud at that moment. It was great, and that's how he escaped because he realized that Goku Black has not figured out that he has a time machine, and he has not figured out what their plan was. So he takes this opportunity to run as fast as he can to get to that time machine. I want to stop for a minute and start talking about some things that happened in this fight. Goku Black, and here's my theory about Goku Black. I made a video a couple days ago about Goku Black theories, or the fan theory. So what do I think? I think it's the Kaio-Ken thing personally, but I believe that Goku Black is a god with a god complex. What does that mean? It means that Goku Black hates humans, he hates Saiyans, he hates everybody. Straight up, Goku Black he probably believes that only gods deserve to live, and that's how I feel about it. That's why I say he's a god with a god complex. He's a god, which I believe is the truth. He is a god, or he's a Kai, one of the others, or he is this mysterious Kaio-Ken that everybody thinks about. And that's what his thing is, because he wants to get rid of the Saiyans. He is talking so derogatory towards these guys. He's acting similar to Frieza, really. because he even says something like such a pitiful end for a proud warrior race before he tries to erase Trunks. Also should mention, he says before he throws that big awesome key ball, he says to Trunks, disappear for good, which is funny because Trunks said the same thing to the androids, at least in the dub or in the games, one or the other. So Trunks just barely escapes with his life. A hilarious moment here, I don't think was meant to be hilarious, but I found it funny, is when Trunks shoots up in his time machine. Goku Black notices him, and Trunks seems to be surprised. I don't know why. You just crashed out of a building. You didn't think he would notice that? Nobody else is on this earth. But he shoots before... Oh, awesome. Goku Black shoots a Kamehameha, a purple, awesome Kamehameha. But before that, he says, you think you're going to escape in that airplane? It's like, come on, that is the most dumb. Makes me think he is Goku when he says stuff like that. You really think that that's an airplane? You really think that Trunks' idea here was to get away and then fly away in an airplane? Where's he gonna go, Black? Where is he gonna go? This menace, I don't know. I just thought that was funny. I don't think it was meant to be that way, but I found that hilarious. Like, what are you doing with that airplane? And then Trunks like, how does he know I'm here? Oh, what's going on? It's just like, you ain't getting away in that airplane. So Trunks gets away, and Goku tries. Well, I keep calling him Goku Black, even though I say I'm not going to. And Black says something along the lines of, "Oh, who do you think I am, boy? I'm gonna get you." He doesn't say that at all. He just says, "Where did he go?" When he starts to look for him, he does this weird like purple aura thing where he's looking for him. I'm guessing he's trying to sense ki at this point. And he realizes he's gone. Well, he disappeared for good in a way. So we go into the present with an awesome scene. Pilaf is teaching multiplication to Trunks and, the other class because they don't know how to do multiplication. And it's funny because he explains it in a way the teacher says that he got the right answer, but he said it like an old man would, which was hilarious. But I just thought that was funny. I think it's really cool to see Trunks' relationship with these people, which is pretty funny because we didn't really get much out of them during the Battle of Gods arc. And I always liked the movie version of them more because it just seemed more to character. Especially after the episode with Pan, they didn't seem very in character because they were back to their old ways, which I found really out the way. I say that the Pan episode's a great episode if you turn your brain off, but otherwise it's too confusing, too inconsistent. But it was funny that he teaches things like an old man, and essentially Trunks, Mai, Shu, and Pilaf are friends now, which is awesome. And they kind of change the relationship with Trunks. They still have that little thing with Trunks and Mai where he grabs her hand, and then she's like, oh my goodness. It was like, she's all blushing and stuff, and then the others are like, oh, he's holding her hand. How bold. Which, I don't know, man. I think Pilaf could have got some from Mai in the past. I mean, if you remember Dragon Ball, they were pretty much loyal to him. I'm pretty sure that he could have got in those granny panties if he wanted to. It's kind of weird too, with Mai being attracted to a little boy and then Trunks being a little boy. It's funny in a way, but it's kind of funny how she would even find him attractive because he's a child and she has a brain of an old woman. But let's hear it. Now they're here nor there. Trunks senses something is wrong. I'm guessing he senses a faint sense of ki, and that's when Trunks appears. As confusing as that sounds. In a time machine. And everybody's like, what's going on? And they find out it's Capsule Corp. Then they bring Bulma into it. And she has like the best scooter. I love this scooter Bulma has. And she's like riding on it a few times in this episode. She just comes in riding in on her little red scooter. I love this thing. I hope we see it some more. But something happens that once he tells her about it, she asks Trunks if it's a boy with blue hair. So it's the norm now, apparently, for Trunks to have blue hair. So for everybody, me included, who was hoping that we'd get some kind of explanation about Trunks' blue hair, well, your dreams have been dashed, as have mine, because it's just what it is. He has blue hair because he has blue hair. There's no explanation. I really hate to think that they did it to differentiate the two Trunks, because I hope that they don't think the fan base, meaning they being Toei, think that the fan base is that dumb that we can't recognize which Trunks is which, especially when one is younger and one is older. But That's my thing about the blue hair. Honestly, I think I like the blue hair a little bit more. I like the color of the blue hair, especially with his jacket. Anyway, not important. Still don't know what's going on with that bandana. Kind of bugs me because it reminds me of 17, which I love 17, but Trunks hates 17, so I don't know what the deal is with that bandana. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, but then Trunks starts to think that he may, well, thanks to the gang, we'll just call him that from now on, just to make it easy. The gang thinks that Trunks has an illegitimate brother, and they're like, oh, why do they care about this? What's Vegeta need to be for? Because Bulma's going to go call Vegeta. Bulma calls Whis on this awesome little device, which I think is pretty freaking sweet, because if you remember his Resurrection F, she kind of just lifted her food up to get Whis' attention. I guess Whis didn't think that was good enough. He's like, no, I need to be able to get to good food right away. So he gives her some kind of communicator device. So we're gonna cut into the Beerus's planet, Saga, not Saga, whatever I'm saying. Well, we're gonna be on Beerus's planet now, and they just finished another cup of ramen. And I gotta say, I think that Beerus does not like Vegeta. Beerus is like, that was really good, and then Goku's like, right, and then Vegeta says that I'm the one that brought it, but then suddenly, oh, I just noticed that Bulma had a gun in her closet. Weird. But what was I saying? Shit, should I leave this in? But then Vegeta goes on to say he brought it, and then Beerus is like, it tasted different, kind of like he didn't like it as much. I don't know. I feel like Beerus doesn't like Vegeta. And then I'm also reminded of the time he pretty much told Vegeta to go fetch the Dragon Balls like a little dog. I thought that was funny. I don't know. I just think Beerus is not a fan of Vegeta. So she contacts Whis with her little device. Whis is Whis. He's like, oh, you used the device. Oh, very nice. Oh, did you offer me food? Oh, well, I'm sorry. We just ate. She's like, no, it's not about that. This is an emergency. Then Beerus pipes in. He's like, you're not supposed to use that for just chit chat. She's like, this is an emergency. I need to get Vegeta. Then we find out Goku's with him. Well, she finds out Goku's with him. Goku needs a power source to come to Earth. And first off, I gotta say, this is what everybody else has been reduced to. Just like Gohan, Trunks goes out. He is a beacon for Goku to become available to come to Earth. And Trunks does the same thing Gohan does. He powers up, goes Super Saiyan, freaks out the teacher. And it's funny. I just love seeing people who aren't like regular characters on this show, just normal people, freak out when all this like these heroes and stuff are going on, when they're changing forms and when they're disappearing and reappearing with the instant transmission and stuff like that. I just love seeing the way they act. Even the gang references it. They're like, it's like, oh man, I remember when we used to freak out about this stuff. We're just so used to it now, in which they are. They've kind of become part of the main cast. So anyway, Whis and Beerus decide that they're going to go as well because they find it to be interesting, which I find that to be interesting. I wonder what they're going to say about Goku Black. Anyway, let's go on, and Goku leaves to go get some Senzu beans, but then we come back to the other Goku, the evil Goku, and he's questioning things. He's like, it looks like the place is even more destroyed, so I think he got pissed a bit and shot some stuff. Probably not, though. Probably was right after. But Goku Black is like, why? Where the hell did he go? Like, where is he? Then he gets pissed off, like, do you know who I am? I will find you. Which I think it's funny because I don't know who you are. Why don't you tell me? Who the hell are you? But he makes this awesome aura when he does this. Like, oh my goodness, it was great. Then we get to see Korin and Yajirobe. Not much here. I thought it was pretty cool to see them. Yajirobe looks a little bit younger. I think they got rid of the mustache and that makes them look younger. But I thought it was cool to see them. It was really awesome. They were playing some limbo game. Goku shows up and he's like, oh man, where's the beans? And like, oh, and Korin's like, you don't have a gift? He's like, I'm in a hurry. Then Yajirobe's like, hey, you want to play with us? And then Goku's like, what's so fun about this? And they're both like, nothing. Like, they just basically are just wasting time. I thought that was a nice little touch. It was funny. I like that. I like to see them, you know. It's nice to see, you know, characters that we haven't seen in a while in more than just the opening and the outro, you know. It was great. So he comes back with the Senzu beans. And, oh, I should mention, if you didn't like seeing Bulma get killed or if it hurts your heart, I have bad news for you. That happens a couple times in this episode. I know my last review kind of pushed that as well. But if you don't really like seeing that, this is not the episode for you. But Trunks is confused because they're calling Trunks Trunks, and he's like, why are you calling him Trunks? And then earlier she's like, don't worry about it, just do what I tell you to. And it was just Trunks is just so confused. He thinks he has an illegitimate brother. He doesn't know what's going on. He's like, why is this guy named Trunks? Hopefully we get more interaction with them because the other Trunks is pretty much asleep, so this is all one-sided. But then the best part of the episode happens near the end. Trunks wakes up, all right, from the sensu bean. They feed it to him. He sees Bulma there. He sees Vegeta. He sees Goku there, but has a PTSD type of moment where he sees Goku, remembers everything that Goku did, specifically killing Bulma, and something just snaps in his head. He doesn't realize that he's in safety. He doesn't realize that he's in the past. He sees Goku's face. Also, I should mention that Goku isn't supposed to be alive in this era. He doesn't know that Goku is still alive. So the first thing that comes to his mind when he sees Goku's face is black. And he straight up just starts, he's like, you bastard! And he goes to punch Goku, and Goku stops it, no problem. Trunks looks really serious, really intense as Goku's just holding his fist. Everybody's shocked at this moment. Even Beerus and Whis react like, what the heck is going on? Everybody's so confused as Goku just holds Trunks' hand like nothing. And he's like, what's going on with you? And Trunks is just repeating that he's a bastard. And he sees him as Goku Black. He sees nothing else. He's trying to defeat Goku Black again. He thinks that he's gonna fight him. So he's got full energy now. So next episode preview. We're going to go to the next episode preview now. We got to change this outro. I love the outro. I love the song, but it's so Universe 6 tournament. It needs to be more serious like the rest of everything else. I just think the outro needs to change. But let's go to the preview. Oh my, this preview right here. It's going to be a good one. Well, in this preview, Goku is going to fight Trunks. Trunks, this is how I see it. Trunks, this isn't training or anything. Trunks still thinks that he's fighting Black. In this scene that we're seeing here, it's not training. To Goku, it's training. Goku is just going to be like, well, Trunks, you want to fight? I'll fight you. Let's do it. Because he's Trunks. He's not Trunks. Because he's Goku, and he doesn't even need a reason to fight. He's just going to fight. Like, he's just gonna fight. He sees an opportunity, he's gonna take it. Yeah, Trunks seems to be messed up in the head. He obviously needs help. What's the best thing to do, Goku? Oh, I know, I'll fight him. So it's not gonna be a challenge. I mean, you can see Goku go Super Saiyan. He's not even gonna take it seriously. It's a joke really to him. I mean, he probably just sees it as sparring, like I said. I think that's what Goku's gonna do. He's probably not even gonna realize until halfway near the end of the episode that Trunks is just so pissed. He's probably never going to realize that he's being serious, and he's probably just going to think that he's wanting to train, because that's Goku, and Goku will fight no matter what. He doesn't need a reason to fight. But I think it's going to be good. The fight with Goku and Trunks should be awesome. So here's where it's going to get a little controversial on my predictions here. I don't think that this is going to be the popular theory that's going around, but this is going to be my theory. We see Goku Black has some kind of ring on his finger, and you can tell that it's his hand because it looks like it's the future with the dark sky and everything. You can see the ring on his finger, and you see that a light's coming through, and it's like he's making some kind of portal or something like that. But here's my theory. I don't think that Goku Black is creating a portal. I think that he's making a transmission. Similar to Star Wars, this is what I see happening. Goku Black isn't coming to the present this next episode. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Calm your pitchforks. Let me explain why. Goku Black is seen in the preview around a cloud of smoke in front of Goku and Trunks and probably Vegeta and the rest of them. Now, we see him with that ring earlier making some type of, shape of that cloud. Now, when they show Goku Black looking down at everybody and they show Goku walking up, they cut to a scene of Goku Black looking down like he's about to come down and fight. But I don't think that's the case. In this scene, Goku Black, I think, is still in the future. This is happening either before he pulls out his ring or after and realizes what he's going to do. I think that Goku Black is not going to be fighting Goku. He's not going to be fighting anybody in this episode. Goku transforms. That ending with Goku transforming, that's with his fight with Trunks. I believe that to be the truth. And here's what I think is going to happen. Goku Black is going to pull out that ring. He's going to create some type of transmission to allow him to speak to the people of the past, because he uses his abilities to search for Ki and can find Trunks, but he finds him in the past. So he creates a transmission, and they get that transmission where he will warn them that he's coming, or that he's going to do something. I think he's going to be attempting to come. They may still go to the future, but I think that Goku Black is just telling them that he's going to come to the present and do it all over again. He's going to destroy everything just like he did in the future. I think that's what's going to happen. Controversial, like I said, nobody else would probably thought this, but I'm going to say it right now. My prediction is Goku Black is going to create a transmission and speak to the Z Fighters. He's not going to fight them, and he's not going to be in the present yet. I think that the editing here is really clever, and it's too clever, and it's too obvious to not be the opposite of what they want you to think it is. I really do think that, because in the preview, you don't see Goku Black out of that cloud at all. And the only time you don't see that cloud behind him, when they show Goku Black, the sky has that greenish tint to it, which shows that he's still in the future. That's why I say that he's not coming to the past next episode. But he will warn about it, and it'll probably come the next episode. So that's my preview and my review. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go edit this, put it up, and drink some Crush.